Here are the products that I use to do this style. I never tried this brand, but for my first time, it was actually good. Now we're going into blending. I didn't want to just have my hair 613, so I toned it down with a 27. When you're blending, you must place both of the hairs together and separate the hair apart to mix them seamlessly. This took about 5 minutes. Okay, so now we're on to the part. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I just literally rushed and blow dry my hair, and it's still matted up like this. Like, this is horrible. Make sure you blow dry your hair before parting. But we're going to go ahead and get to the parting because I didn't have a blow dryer. Notice that I placed the jam in the middle. Start with the middle so I can have a clean middle part. You start with the middle first and work your way down. Yeah, I don't know why my hair look nappy, but it's really not nappy. Like, look, do you see this? That's that good hair, okay? Okay, and then the day before yesterday, I did cupping, so that's why the marks are on my back. But anyways, so we're going to go back into the back and then part on. I do like behind my ear and make sure I give a clean part. Once I do the part, I'm going to braid it up because, like I said, I am going to blow dry my hair as I go through because it's nappy. So once I blow dry my hair, I made sure I still have my middle part and my layers. I don't have edges, so I'm going to pull out my edges so I won't braid it up. But this method is good. So now we're going into braiding because this is the step that everybody misses. Okay, so I'm going to place my hands on how the braiding is. Like, it's kind of weird. Alright, so now you're going to put the jam on the hair. You want to separate the hair in 3 sections. One, your left piece of hair should be in your left finger, the middle should be in the middle, and the right should be over the right. Then you want to cross over your right over left, left over right, if that makes sense. But you want to add the hair. So how I add the hair, I'm a righty, so I do my right and my middle, and I just braid regularly like I would do a plait. Once I braid them in, make sure the feed in. So I do like 3 braids before adding more hair. And that is how you add the hair. Now with the curly pieces, you would do the same thing. Okay, now I'm going to separate the hair. I do like small pieces and make sure they all are like the same size. So therefore, when I start adding the hair, it don't look like too big or too small. And I also put the jam on the top of the hair for my braid so I can just add. Now I'm about to start parting down. I'm gonna put this oil on because, like I said, my hair look a little dry, so I put the oil and then I put the jam and I'm gonna comb my hair down. Make sure it's like slick there. I take the back of the comb and slick it down so it can really like get into like molding into my hair. Then I'm gonna take my pieces like I showed you on the mannequin and add my hair in. As I braid, I still add it to the right in the middle. And then, because it's so weird to braid like this, I'm going to flip my hair down, I'm going to hold the middle, and flip it to where it's easier for me to go fast. And then I braid underneath. So then I start taking it and reversing it, if that makes sense. With these braids, I didn't want to tuck my hair because I wanted to mix the color with my natural hair. Once I add this curly piece, I'm going to take it in. I'm really ghetto right now, but I'm placing it in my mouth. And then I'm going to make sure my braid is neat. Once I'm done, make sure the braid is neat, meaning no crooked places. I'm going to take a small piece and actually tie a knot. I tied a knot so if the braid won't unravel because I want to leave hair for me to curl it at the end. Now that you have the first set of braids, you want to part off the braids. So I'm going to part my hair in the middle of the braids so my hair, the other braid, can lay away from the braids. You don't want your braids lapping over each other. But yeah, I went back home to blow dry my hair because it's very important to blow dry hair. You don't want to braid and the hair is nappy. It's going to be tangled, it's hurting. And you also have a clean braid when you blow dry your hair. I just had to let y'all know, but as you all can tell that my braids are like, they have their own space. They're not lapping over each other. They are like on the side, like laying right in the middle of the 2 braids that I have. So once again, I part in the middle so the braid can lay in the middle of the two braids at the bottom. I'm at the top of my head. I did my braids on the right, but what you want to do when you're at the top, you want to make sure you're aligning the parts together when it comes to the middle part. As you can see that the part is going straight in the middle. There's nothing like when you have one braid left. It literally took me like 2 days because I was being lazy, and I don't do small braids like this. But now we're going into like how to curl the ends. So I did the flexing rod, and I'm going to like wrap the hair into like a curl I want, and I wrap it real tight so when I dip it in here, it gives me a tight curl. And then I'm going to add more of my curly pieces because this wasn't enough when I added the braid in here. And it took too much time when I braided in and added all that in. So I crocheted the hair in, and then I'm going to actually like tie a knot. Once I'm done tying the knot, I'm going to add some nail glue in the middle of the knot, and then we're going to call it a day. I actually call it a day because I'm really not finished. I need to make sure the glue is dry, twist it in, make sure it do not come loose because there's nothing like a hair piece falling and you in public. Then I'm going to cut the ends of it so it can look clean. And then I'm going to do some more pieces so you all can see. Because I don't really keep my hair that long, I'm gonna use some Eco Style with this hair because I don't know how this hair is gonna react if I go to the beach or some water. I don't like that dry looking look, so I put the Eco Style on the curly pieces so it can stay the same curly that when I put it in my head. Once I'm done, I dip my hair, and then I'm gonna unravel to see how the curly pieces is at the end. Okay, once I took the rods out, I'm going to cut the excess of hair that was at the end into a diagonal way so I could just make it not have so much. But y'all, I really love mousse, and like I put so much mousse on, and I like to like slick it down my hair. Mousse will give you that finished look and touch. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to like place a cap on my head so it can like stay down with all the excessive hair that I missed maybe. Then I'm gonna try to do my edges, y'all. I really don't do my edges because I really don't have edges, but we're gonna make it work. And I did it because it's a tutorial. I'm gonna put some oil sheen on, try to give you, a little shine. And then I'm gonna try to attempt the edges for real. I have an actual edge brush, but I couldn't find it, so I had to use a comb. And then I was like, oh wait, it is a tutorial, so I need to use like a toothbrush to like brush it down. Please, I am not a edge girl, so as you can see, my edges ain't looking right, but there we go.